So you mentioned going to New York and rapping at Everybody's Murder Inc. studio. What was that experience like? Because I know for any indie artist, and to meet Charlie Baltimore, if I heard her say, "Oh, come on, we'll take you to New York," I know there has to be something.
And that don't happen. Like she made it quite clear that I don't do this. Like people rap for me all the time. I don't be messing with cats, but she saw something in me, and I thank her. You know what I mean, for giving me that opportunity. And you know, as months went past, we ended up going up to New York, and you know, I got in the Murder Inc. studios, and it was an experience of a lifetime. You know, just being at that level, like I felt like there wasn't nobody in this building that was going to be better than me on this day. You know what I mean?
That's the attitude you have to have.
Yeah,
you can't be weak-minded going in
there. No,
they smell it. They smell it like it's a dog. Like they smell it. Like
And just to clear things up, it was before 50 Cent.
Okay.
It was before 50 Cent did what he did. So you know, Ja Rule was on his game. Irv was on his game. Like you know, if it was any label you wanted to be with, it was them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they was at the top, the pinnacle at the time.
Okay, so you are Grammy nominated. I read.
Yeah.
You've worked with many people.
Yes.
How would you say that Chuck is different from other rappers?
Well, Chuck is different because he do the music I like. You know, a lot of times when you work with some of these big artists, when you get your songs back or when you're in the studio, you don't be impressed. But when it go out, the people love it. But when Chuck spit, he impressed me almost every time. So he do the type of music I really like. So that's what's different.
Okay, now this is actually a question for both of you because everybody talks about the state of hip hop and where it's going, how it's went down and everything. Like, what's your take on that? Because I mean, it's a lot of commercial stuff now for me. Like, for me, nobody's rapping from the heart. It's like it's just for show.
Yeah. I think if you change up your strategy, you can win. You know what I mean? Because once people always, it's almost like the yin and yang theory. When somebody get used to one thing, they start to gravitate to the other. So you just beat everybody at the other side and just hold it down until people get there, and you'll be looked at as the top of mind for that style.
Yeah.
You know, music business go from, like for instance, in 1993, everybody was screaming Onyx, the Fushnikins, everybody, and we'll wash them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other side. So, and then he went from that, and next thing you know, DMX. Be good with being rejected.
Okay.
Until everybody get on it.
Yeah, so, you definitely have to have tough skin.
Yeah. So definitely. I think you just do what everybody ain't doing, and then eventually they'll come to you. Because you have to be different, you know. Different is better than good in the music industry, you know. So you have to be different, and you still have to represent as an MC, but just have that different twist.
And you gotta evolve. Like what would kill me about people in the state of hip hop is they judge really quick. It's something good to take from all of this music. You know what I mean? Because it's different, even though it might not be particularly what you used to listening to, or you might want, you know, the old hip hop back, Run DMC, Public Enemy. You might want a touch of that back. Some of the stuff that these guys are doing, it's not the best work, but it's something in there that's like, whoa. Okay, I never heard that before. You know what I mean? Something good to take from everything if you give it a chance. You know, down south hip hop, I couldn't even hear it at first. Like I wasn't giving it a chance. Like T.I., I would never listen to him. But then one day I said, let me just digest it, because I wasn't digesting it. I was putting it in my mouth and I was spitting it out. I said, let me try to digest this. And when I really digested it, I was like, yo, this dude is crazy, because I couldn't hear past the draw, the southern draw. I couldn't hear past it. So I had to tune my ear and really, you know, gear up and say, yo, this dude is more than just good. Like, he is awesome. So sometimes we don't give it a chance. You know, something new. You know, it might sound whack at first, but if you really take your time, even Soulja Boy, like, just it's something good in everything. You just gotta take your time to look for it if you're patient enough.
But now, actually, most of the music that I like is from down south. Like it's from down south. Now I don't take away from my, you know, my north people, you know, like Meek and everything, but I don't know, it's something about it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it caught on. You can hear through it now.
Yeah. And I think what happens as the future goes on, technology, what it does is it replaces some of the skills, and because of the technology. Like back in the day when people had the bass guitars, and you know Quincy was orchestrating all these musicians, it was one way, but then when they came out with the drum machine, all the people that was musicians was like, oh, that's corny. But I think as time goes on, talent shifts. Yeah. So it almost looked like, oh, that's corny, but you're not looking at the whole picture. Because they have talent somewhere where you're not looking or you haven't discovered yet. So I think that's what happened a lot. And you can actually be in the business so long until you become so talented until everything seems whack. You know what I mean? But you always have to keep your era young, like like Charlie Wilson when he collabed with Kanye West. A lot of people his age probably like, oh, that music is whack, but he's able to hear the talent in it. Exactly. Because you can actually get too good and push yourself out the business. The ego gets so big, like, oh, look at that melody. It's just going dun 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 dun. The ego's so big, but you're not taking consideration to the bounce of the drums, the way the drums are mixed. You know, it's other dynamics that you might not be looking at. Yeah. You know, I remember when I first started coming up as a producer, the guys that played R&B, they had nice melody, but their drums suck. But they didn't never hear my drums. They're like, oh, that's corny, you know. They never heard really had the sense to, appreciate the drums into the future. And now everybody, oh, that's how drums supposed to sound. You know, and I think that's how we miss the point by getting too egotistical, not being down to earth.
You mentioned, being different. That sometimes you have to be different, and it just made me think about artists like 2 Chainz and Future, where their voices and their way of rapping, you're like, they're not really rapping, but it's just different. And I actually like it, and it's the stuff that come on the radio. You be like, oh, I could have did that, like I could have did that, but then 2 days later, it's catchy and you're singing it, or rapping it rather. So I totally get now it's a little bit more clear to me that you do have to be different.
Yes, you have
to. You have to be different.
Especially in the crowded market. The market is crowded.
And everybody's trying to get it.
You got to do something totally different. Like, I remember watching an interview with Jay-Z. He mentioned a book called Purple Cow. So I immediately go out and get books when successful people mention them. So I went and got the Purple Cow, and it does exactly what Jay-Z, Kanye West, Beyonce, will.i.am, Nicki Minaj. You could just look at that book and you can see how they put a spin on it. You know what I mean? You put a spin on it. It's a really good book. Show you how to market a product in a real crowded environment. Because now we're so desensitized from all this advertisement. If you go on like what's that, Yahoo or MSN.com, you just got all these damn banners.
Oh my goodness.
You like, I want to go to I would just want to go to Google. All this shit on the pages.
It's too much going on. So, in being different, Chuck, how do you differ yourself?
Well, I'm never one way. I do my music off of, first of all, I never write anything without a beat. When I hear the beat, I take what's in the track, I internalize it, try to get an outside the box perspective on it, and then I do what the track is telling me. It's an emotion, so you might hear me at a whisper on one track and you might hear me screaming on the next track. It's whatever the track gives me. I might be out of my mind in 4 personalities on another track. It depends on what the beat is saying to me. So a lot of people, like you have a Jadakiss, he's the same way every time. You know what I mean? But I love him for that because I expect it. You know what I mean? But me, that's all I know how to do. Give whatever the track says and tells me to do, I listen, I obey, and I do it. And you might say, are these 5 songs you? Yes, they're all me. They're all a range of emotions. You know what I mean? So that's what's different about me. I try not to, cage myself into one personality, because throughout the day I go through a multiple emotions, multiple emotions. So, I just try to give that. I might be in love on this track, you know what I mean? And I'm G'd up, but I just might be in love on this track because the beat is just got me thinking about my kids and, someone special, you know what I'm saying? Or I might kill 10 people on the next track, you know what I'm saying?
It's just wherever the track takes you.
I might be completely angry, so, a lot of people are scared to, show their complete self. Me, I give it all. You know what I mean? My flaws, I don't correct every flaw. I learned that from Black Key. He taught me how to not be perfect, because I was, too clean with the recording. He showed me how to love my flaws. Like, that was a mess up, but it sounded good. I used to couldn't appreciate the flaw in the recording. So,
I believe the mistakes is in the accident. they'll know the blessings in the accident, in mistakes. You know, some of the best inventions are from mistakes.
That's
so I
true.
look for them.
Yeah.
And I appreciate them, and that is a way to put the different appeal to your music, because most people don't leave their mistakes. Sometimes, like I just had a release. Me and Eminem produced this track on Slaughterhouse album. And when I was putting the drums in, I just hit it one time, and I left all the mistakes in it. And everybody thought it was hot. You know what I mean? And that's what I do sometimes. Yeah. Like when I did a track on 50 Cent album, I recorded on the mic a hook, but I didn't say anything. I just blabbed out my mouth anything that came to my mind. Yeah. And they formed into a hook. Wow. And left me on the song. It was just crazy. Wow. So at times I'll just do whatever feel. If I want to cough, sneeze, say anything on the track, I do it and leave it like art. You know how you do abstract art? That's how I create music. I just hit
any key,
the keys and it just flow. But when I think and spend a lot of time on the track, nobody ever pick it.
When you don't care and you just up there,
I don't care and I just throw the paint. Everybody love it. Like, oh, that's nice. I'm like, yeah, but listen to this.
Listen to this where I actually took my time and this is really perfect.
Like the one track I did for DMX, We Right Here. I was doing it for somebody I know. They just got out of prison. They did like 6 years, and I was showing them how fast I could do a track. And I literally did the track in under 2 minutes. Wow. 2 minutes, like literally under 2 minutes. And it was a double platinum hit. See? Under 2 minutes. Yep. And I was only doing the track to show them that how fast I can do tracks. See? Yeah. That's crazy.
Definitely. Mistakes definitely bring blessings.
Yes.
Definitely. Yes. Well, we're going to go into another song, and then we'll come back and talk about this mixtape that you have out now.
What you about to play, though?
I'm going to play...
I Don't Know.
Yes.
IDK, I Don't Know. That is produced by Dre and Vidal. It's Black Key's favorite song on my mixtape. Amazingly, he didn't do the track, and that's his favorite song. That shows you how much he loves music.
I was about to say, it doesn't always have to be about you.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't always have to be about you.
He loved his record. It's one of my favorite records, too. I think it's my most universal record on the mixtape. I Don't Know. Produced by Dre and Vidal, featuring China White and H. Smith.
Okay, guys.
You didn't even like that. You killed him, though.
We were meant to be. She was made for me. You make me so high. Without you I'm so lonely. I won't let her go. I don't know. They say I love her too much, but I don't think I love her too much. I gotta let it go. It's too much pressure trying to please everybody. I'm just trying to do me. And she say I don't wanna break up, and I don't wanna break up. Cause all we gonna do is make up, it's inevitable. She with me at the studio, backstage at the show, VIP section after party, shawty everywhere I go. So I be sharing her, passing and comparing her, always taking care of her.
Right off the Barnary sub-stop, Philadelphia, PA. Shot so loud you would think it was a club spot. African Americans, although we all over the web, we the hood librarians. We ship to prisons too. We reach out and deliver to those that's bitten too. But it's more than a bookstore. You want it, we got it. Mixtapes, DVDs, and culture products. BlackandNobel got our hands in a lot of projects. We welcome all to come build. The energy is positive. Every member of the team is awake and conscious. Come through and experience this place of knowledge. They say they'll put it in a book if they wanna hide it from us, but we got them books so you can buy it from us. Something to read while you on a train or riding the bus. Get your read on, food for thought, get your eat on. BlackandNobel, I buy my books at BlackandNobel. BlackandNobel, I buy my books at BlackandNobel.